Gengar HORI Split Compact HORI Split Pro Split Pad. Hello and welcome. I am your cool uncle, Marissa. Now, you may be wondering, how can a girl be my uncle? So today we're going to be looking at the Split Pad Compact controller for the Nintendo Switch. So I don't actually really use third-party controllers for current gen consoles, especially with the Switch, because of my tiny lady hands. The Joy-Cons have never been a problem for me. So I never really thought about getting another one, and we have the Power A Pro controllers that are so cute, but I feel like when I'm playing with a Pro controller, I want there to be rumble, and they don't have rumble because Nintendo's like, if we don't have rumble, what do we have? When I saw the Gengar HORI Split Pro Compact Gengar edition is so cute that I really wanted to give it a go. So I went on a journey. I pre-ordered them. I think they were on back order from Amazon. A little while went by and it was like, your order is ready to be shipped out soon and you're going to be charged. And I thought, well, I don't want to give Amazon more money than I need to ever, because they're an evil company. And so I went ahead and I just switched my order to GameStop, and then GameStop told me, we actually don't have them in stock either, and you can pre-order them. So I thought I could wait a little longer, and they kind of just disappeared, and they were like, it'll come back one day and we'll charge you then, it's fine. I saw they were back in stock on Amazon, so I got them from Amazon, and I have them now. And here is the HORI Split Pad Compact, parentheses Gengar, close parentheses. I love it. I love the color scheme. It's so cute. The pastel Gengars, and it's just all so delightful. I also really like the comic style, the screen print on the edge you can see there. It's just really, it's a really good design. And the button colors, oh my god, this pastel blue, it's beautiful. And so if you turn it around, you've got these what they're called the FR buttons. You can assign these to anything that you want. It has the sign button there. It has the turbo button if you're someone who doesn't like reading in games maybe and wants to skip through all that. I personally play video games to read. What's the last game you read? Tell me in the comments. I love JRPGs, so obviously I'm doing a lot of reading. They feel a little cheap, plasticky, but so do Joy-Cons, and it doesn't really bother me because, I grew up with a Game Boy Advance, and, retro consoles were very plasticky and very much geared towards kids and toys. And I feel like only recently they've become really sleek, shiny. The PS5 looks like a weird statement piece from a Scandinavian furniture company. What really, I think, threw me the most about these controllers in a positive way was the only issue I've had with the Nintendo Switch playing it handheld is the arm fatigue. There's not a lot of curves for you to hold. If you look at the profile, these are really thick. They're really nice. It really gives you something to hold on to when you're playing. And I think that really reduces the fatigue on your hands, and it's just overall a lot more comfortable. They're thick. The buttons on these remind me a lot of the original Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color buttons. They are tactile for sure, but they're pretty soft. They're not, I wouldn't say they're mushy. I'm gonna do a little sound test for you. with this one. So these are the X, Y, A, B buttons. These are the trigger buttons. Now compare that to the clicky button on the back. This guy, the FL and FR buttons. It's a little hollow sounding. Funnily enough, the assign turbo and home and camera buttons are probably the most clicky. I don't know why. But I really like this because it's soft, so if you are playing in bed, for example, next to someone who's sleeping, or you're playing while, I don't know, watching something, I can't do that personally. You're not going to disturb the people that you're with. It is a little funny because, you know, I'll be playing a game and I think it's relatively soft with the game buttons, and then it's time for me to turn it off. So I go home and then it's like, Pakow! Oh, another reason I was really into it is I got the Switch OLED Pokemon edition. Look how cute it is. Oh my god. And just look at it with the Gengar. I mean, I know these are backwards, but look at it with the Gengar Joy-Cons. Sorry, split pad compact parentheses Gengar and parentheses. It's so cute. It looks so good. The color is just, oh, it's very good. So let's put them on. They go on in a very satisfying way. Very nice. They have a little bit of give, so they're not going to snap off. I know sometimes people think that give is bad, but I think it's good to have a little because it allows room for any sort of distortion that might happen. And it's got these two little nubs back here, so when you put it down, it's actually flat. It doesn't tilt like this, which is neat. I don't know like what the point of that is, but it's a neat little thing, neat little feature. Okay, so you can see you can grip it really nicely. Now let's do a quick thickness comparison. So the HORI split pad compact parentheses Gengar close parentheses is definitely thinner than the Satisfy gaming grip. It's also longer. There's less for you to hold on to. I have pretty long fingers, and the HORI controller is perfectly fine for me. The Satisfy feels nice. Like definitely, that's backwards. It definitely feels nice. It feels sturdy, but I think that might be part of why my hands fall asleep faster, is because, I don't know, they're holding more. It's because it's lighter. Maybe it's because there's, I don't know, my hands are closer. I really don't know. They do fall asleep eventually, but they fall asleep later than with the Satisfy grip. So I can play for longer without my hands falling asleep. And then of course, once my hands fall asleep, I just play with my hands asleep, like a sane, healthy person. One downside of these controllers, other than the lack of rumble, I don't remember if they have motion controls or not, because I don't really use those. I'll put it up here whether they do or not. So you can't actually calibrate the control sticks, which kind of sucks, because it's not as sensitive as I would like. It really just takes sort of the full range of the stick to get the full range of motion. So I can see that being fatiguing in some games where you have to hold the button or hold the joystick to run. So that was a bit of a bummer. I like to customize my joysticks, but you know, what with the world we're living in and everything getting firmware updates, maybe it'll get updated and we'll be able to customize and calibrate the sticks. But for now, that's a bit of a sacrifice you have to make among the more anticipated sacrifices that one makes when buying a Nintendo approved third-party controller. I'm really happy with the price I paid. They look really cute. The grip is really nice. I don't know if I would pay the retail price of, how much are they? $60, $70? If you're happy with a grip, if you don't play in handheld, if you want to have rumble in handheld. But I think that Gengar makes it worth it. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful or mildly entertaining. Stick around if you'd like to see more videos like this. I'm kind of just gonna do stuff and we can hang out. I've got some things planned, modding handheld consoles, repairing Walkmen, showing off some of my various collections, teaching you how to do stuff, maybe, if you're interested. I'd love to have your company throughout it. I've been your cool Uncle Marissa, and I hope you'll come over again.